From the alley-oops at Kezar to the glory days at the stick. From who's got it better than us to brick by brick. It's always the 49ers way, from off-season to game day. Yeah, we talk back. It's the 49ers Cutback.
It's 49ers Cutback Podcast time, and we're coming back with another film breakdown because it's time to get every single ounce of drop that you can get out of Juice's ability. That's what we're going to be talking about. Get everything out of Juice.
Horse, do you get it? You get it? Because he's Juice?
Oh, I thought we were talking about OJ.
Oh, no, not that. That kind of Juice.
No.
So, the thing about Kyle Juszczyk is we've heard a lot of whispers, a lot of rumblings that they overpaid him. I don't like it.
At all?
At all.
Does it make you angry?
It makes me angry.
Does it make you turn green?
Just about.
Okay, man, that's scary.
No, but we're here right now. We're going to show you how integral Juice is to the offense and what a variety of things he can do.
100%. And before we get started, don't forget to smash that like button right now. Hit that subscribe button as well. Share this video. Let other people come see this content on Juice. Because as Horst said, it's ridiculous if you think he's overpaid. This man is a very diverse. Horst, take it away, man, on this first clip.
All right, so the first clip's against Arizona. They clearly used the fake of their run game that was so successful the year before. They act like they're running their outside zone stretch play. When Juszczyk goes up there, right here, you see him go to block Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick goes to take on the block. Oh, no!
Yeah.
He's not blocking me. And Juszczyk is athletic enough to run right by him. Jimmy drops him a dime. And that's a big 30, 40-yard play for the Niners offense. Not many teams get 30, 40, 50-yard plays out of their fullbacks.
That's accurate.
That is and we're talking even in the older days when more teams used a fullback.
Correct.
You know, and this is one of the things he brings to the table. They're so scared of his lead blocking that he was able to run right by him.
Mm-hmm. Man, this is impressive. I mean, you can tell too just how fearful the rest of the NFC West is of this 49ers run game. Just look at the commitment from all three linebackers here. And the best part is if you look at this angle here, it's not the greatest fake in the world. Mostert gets his hands up late for the fake. I mean, two of those linebackers should be able to clearly see the fake and the play action coming, and it just doesn't matter because you're so worried about Raheem Mostert getting the ball in space with that big of a hole. Because look at that hole there. If this was an actual run play in which one of these linemen was coming up to one of these linebackers, you can drive a semi truck through that thing.
By the way, you people that talk about on McGlinchey, look at his block there.
Well, even Budda Baker started to take steps forward and bite on the play action fake. So they were definitely buying it. I think the other thing that's clear to see is how good of a route runner Juice is, because he beat a very athletic linebacker. Even though Hassan Reddick is not, known for his coverage skills, it's still somebody that's very athletic and very fast. And Juice was able to get out here on the wheel route and get open. And thanks to the Cardinals for running bracket coverage on, the receiver running right there.
That's on Kittle.
That's wonderful. Thank you for doing that, because now Juice has the whole sideline to be able to operate. Great pocket, and Jimmy G gets the ball there just like he should. But Juice did everything he needed to do, and a lot of that comes because he's one heck of a blocker in the run game. Mm-hmm. And so when it comes to the play action, that's why he's so successful.
Very true.
Yeah, it really is. He's one of a kind. This year's from the Super Bowl. Another situation they use both his athleticism and the threat of their run game. Looks like they're running an outside zone, and he's crashing down to block. No one looks at him, whips around. Sorensen, you're not tackling him soft like that. Tyrann Mathieu makes a business decision not to come after him on the goal line right here, and he dives in the end zone.
Yeah.
This was a fantastic play right here, both by Juszczyk, by Shanahan, and by Jimmy G.
Well, I mean, look, the minute they this is the thing, too, I liked, is the minute they motion him out here in space, linebacker walks down, Sorensen walks down from the safety spot into a box look linebacker, and they are selling out here and committing for the run. They are committed to stopping this run here, and oh no. Yeah. One-on-one with Juszczyk out in space. with, Kittle occupying one of your better cover guys in Matthew. You got Emmanuel Sanders occupying out and clearing out the space so that Juszczyk has room to operate out here in space. And again, you put Juszczyk in one-on-one situations. Horst, like you said it, man, he's athletic enough to be able to do these types of things as a blocker and a pass catcher. You really like to see this.
Well, and when he goes in motion, look at how everyone responds. Sorensen moves across the formation. He's going to come up. Look at the linebackers moving inside. Everything is adjusting by just what Juice did. So Kyle Shanahan can use him as a weapon just to get the pre-snap to look different, to get the defense to respond. That way you know what they're doing, what they're running. And then he has the athletic ability to be able to do anything he wants to do. In fact, beat a safety, which you don't see too many fullbacks that can beat safeties on routes. And he runs a great route, gets open, and then the finish. You know what I mean? That's really what's impressive, is he gets out there and he makes a play, and that's what you're looking for. And that's why there's nobody like Juice in the NFL, and that's why it was so important to keep him. All the things that Kyle Shanahan can do with him, you're just seeing just a little bit of it.
That's right.
And here against Seattle, he actually starts out lined up as a slot receiver. Seattle tries to cover him with linebacker Michael Kendricks. They just have Debo out there next to him. A little bit of a stutter step. Debo runs a post. Juszczyk runs a wheel. That linebacker does not have a chance in one-on-one with Kyle Juszczyk. And once again, we're talking about a 240 to 250-pound man lining up in the slot and burning someone downfield.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he didn't just barely beat him, right, Horst?
Yeah, he smoked him.
Torched him.
I mean, that is impressive to me. Right here. Boom. Downfield. Wide open.
It was gorgeous. I mean, Collinsworth was glowing about Juszczyk and Shanahan on this play. It's actually in this specific highlight here where they literally highlight it and talk about it. Mm-hmm. I wanted to include the audio, but we're trying, YouTube. We're trying. And it's just one of those things where he talks about it. Who lets their fullback run this type of route? Who does that?
Well, a person that knows exactly what to do with a very good player.
Exactly, because Kyle Juszczyk isn't your prototypical fullback.
No, he's not.
Not even a little bit.
No, this guy reminds me of Tom Rathman as far as all the things he can do, catching the ball in the backfield. And I think that's what you see when he's out there. Mismatches is what Kyle Shanahan likes to create and what he likes to make happen. And that's why he's got all the positionless players. And Juice is another one that's positionless because he can get it done in the run game, he can get it done in the pass game. And that is the epitome of it right there. Getting a mismatch, him on a linebacker and getting it done, that's what you're looking for. And now we've seen him beat safeties. We've seen him beat linebackers. So what are you going to do? You're going to put a corner on him? I don't think you can allocate a corner to him. So no matter what, Juice in the right situation, if you game plan it right, is going to be a mismatch for somebody.
Well, I agree with you there. And I think now we've shown him a little bit as a pass catcher, right? We've shown the pass catching presence. But now you need to see the blocking because it's the best part of Juszczyk. Right, this is I think all of our favorite parts of Juszczyk, right? Horst is
so
what
right
this
here,
man does in the run game.
They're running the patented outside zone, right? This is the Green Bay one.
Yes, it is.
And this is in the 19 playoff game. They ran all over him. And this is a small shade of how it works. Safety comes down to Phil. Juszczyk knocks him out of the hole. Look at the hole he creates. McGlinchey had a kick out, Kittle had a kick out, and fantastic run by Mostert. And this happened the whole game.
Yep, the whole game. And that's the best part. You had talked about this in our pre-show prep. You talked about how that safety filled down and thought he had read the play completely, and then runs into Kittle, right, and is like, "Oh Jesus," or not Kittle, into Juszczyk. It's like, "Oh Jesus, what have I done?"
Yeah,
I wasn't actually. I read this thing right, but they've already accounted for me. They've already accounted for me, and this is going to now be a huge play.
And for those of you that didn't, ever play football, or blocking a moving safety is not easy. Those guys are moving quick.
Well, and these guys are making great blocks on the edge. George Kittle and Kyle Juszczyk show their hips. They get their hips turned, and they show Raheem Mostert they needs to cut up because Raheem Mostert has two options. He can bounce outside. The safety's not wrong in what he's reading. He's trying to prevent him from going outside. But what he does is it makes an easy angle. This is the design, which is so fantastic, is if he doesn't get outside, Raheem Mostert takes it around the outside all the way to the house. So he makes him cut up, but because the blocking is so good, he reads the blocks and he cuts up inside. and there's just a monster hole. And it's because you've seen McGlinchey chip and get to second level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've seen Juszczyk and Kittle do their job.
Which, by the way, too, and Horst, I don't know how you feel about this. I think you think Mike McGlinchey is an elite second-level blocker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually getting some people saying that he's not good getting up to second level.
Okay.
And I watched this kind of clip here where he flies up to second level and just seals. He doesn't have to do anything there. He just seals.
Well, he also helped Person make the block.
Yes.
Well, and I don't. Yeah, they comboed up to him.
Yeah.
Correct.
What I don't think people understand is you see the highlights if you want to pause it, or when it's done.
Yeah.
The highlights of a guy like Quentin Nelson flying downfield and leveling someone that's not looking. That's not easy to do at the NFL level, to knock someone off their feet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you even just prevent the guy from making the play, that's a good play.
I mean, to be honest, there's not a lot better you could do on this play. This play doesn't get much better as far as
you look at
blocking
him
goes.
here, boom, gets his hand on. I don't think it's B.J. Raji. Yeah,
No,
it's been
and
a couple
then
years.
no, look at everyone, and that's see how he was pressing to the outside, Mostert, and then he reads Juszczyk's block. So much faith in what Juszczyk is showing him that he just reads his numbers. As soon as he sees his numbers going a certain way, he knows, okay, I need to cut. Look at him. He's looking at Juice.
Yep.
Now he knows, I can get my head upfield. It's perfect.
Yep. It's glorious, man. You love to see this. This is what makes this 49ers run game so dynamic and so tough to stop, right?
And Juice is the linchpin. Without Juice, this thing doesn't go.
In fact, speaking of Juice.
Oh, man. What a play. It's time for him to go home.
This play is so great.
Right here, I'm assuming it'll show it slower.
Yeah.
If you guys watch, just pause it off.
Absolutely.
If you guys see Blake Martinez, he is the linebacker. No,
To the right.
To the right.
Well, I can't point at it on there.
Right
It's
there.
only showing it for
He
us.
is the linebacker in the just outside of Mike McGlinchey's shoulder, in the middle of the white on the SF. He is clearly reading Kyle Juszczyk on this play, using it to figure out what's going on. Kyle Juszczyk makes a hard fake to the left till he knows he's behind the wash. Oh, turn. Now, if you watch Blake Martinez, if you look up again, he does not see Juszczyk turn. And Blake Martinez looks like a Pop Warner player. And then he drives this corner about 18 yards outside the play. That is a special skill set for a big guy to be able to fake inside, come outside, and then make a block.
Yeah.
That is not average fullback talent.
No. Well, the best part about this too is the guy he is going to be blocking here is not going to be in a set spot, right? Like he's going to be out in space somewhere. In this case here, this corner truly believes this is a play designed to get just fully outside.
Yeah, it
and
is.
So and it is. So he is going to try and set the edge, but there's a problem, right? And the problem is Kyle Juszczyk is just going to drive you as far out. It's not going to matter because of where Devo's coming from on the other side of the field.
Well, Juszczyk is such a great blocker that really all you have to do is let that defender make a move. If he goes outside, you block him outside. If he goes inside, you kick him inside, and Devo runs outside. The design of the play is so great that all you have to do is have somebody you can trust to make the block to get in the way. And Kyle Juszczyk was able to do that. And he's able to do that with physicality, which is nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he thought he was setting the edge. Juszczyk moved the edge.
Yeah.
Well, all right,
He was setting the sideline is what he was setting.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was putting him to the bus like Michael Warren.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here is another play from 2019, week, I think, 4 against the Browns on Monday Night Football. Everyone remembers this play. It's the big, long touchdown run by Matt Breida to open the game. Once again, Juice fakes to the right.
And look at the linebackers.
The linebackers move with him. He's agile enough to get back, get a kick-out block there on the end, and once you get a guy that athletic out there on his own, you aren't catching him, and
Look at the speed on Breida.
he's waving bye-bye to the defense. Pettis, that's the best thing I've seen Pettis do in a Niners uniform.
Whoa. His rookie year was pretty good.
It was all right. It was not a bad.
Also, something that can't be ignored on this play. Number one, that he just completely moves this guy. This guy is squeezing down. That defensive end squeezed it down just like he's supposed to do.
And are you sure he did?
Yeah. And he got completely moved off his spot.
Yeah, for those of you that don't understand what happened here, that guy played this correctly.
He did. He sees
played it
Kittle
perfectly.
vacate and he's squeezing down, making it so there's not a hole there. And Juice creates a
knocks him
hole.
out of the hole.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Laken Tomlinson had a fantastic block. He ended up taking out all 3 linebackers.
And
which is
423 here is the adios meal.
But I mean, once again, just great second-level blocks by the 49ers offensive line. I think that is something we've been seeing a lot of. You'll see Laken Tomlinson push up to second level, and because they're all committed to Juice, look at that.
He literally takes out at least.
And then George Kittle, fantastic as well.
I mean, I think this is the combination here with Kittle and Juszczyk and Laken Tomlinson here. These 3 guys ensure that this play is a touchdown. Like Kittle is supposed to have one of these linebackers that's filling back across.
Yeah.
He's looking inside, and you'll see it from the other angle. And let's see if I can pull it up right here. Perfect. As he releases inside, his head is inside. 35 is actually not the guy he's looking to block here. It's one of these linebackers, but he notices right away that neither one of these guys is going to be filling back for him.
No, they're getting caught up in the wash because of Laken Tomlinson.
Laken Tomlinson's eating.
This is literally, if you are drawing up a play,
this is how you want it to
This is how you draw it up, and then they execute it to that level.
Oh, yeah. And so this is what I mean, though. Kittle recognizes it and immediately turns his head and is like, all right, well, there's no one else here to block, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take you out of the play, and I'm going to let Breida go one-on-one with this guy back here in space with like 15 yards, a 15-yard head start. Have fun.
How many times do you hear a offensive coordinator say, we do this, and we get one-on-one with the safety. That's what we're looking for. Well, guess what, guys? One-on-one with the safety, and it's not good for the safety.
No, and how often does that actually truly happen? It doesn't happen as often as
when it does. It's
right?
a whole shot touchdown, just like that.
Yeah,
it's true.
Guys like Kittle and Juice are they're championship football players.
Yep.
They're the kind of guys you need. And I'm not even talking about Kittle's receiving ability. I'm talking about his willingness to sell out down there for his teammates, to make a big play. You notice the running. I'm not one of those people that thinks they're totally interchangeable. But there's several running backs the Niners have put there since Juice has been there, and Kittle, and they've all been successful. It's because now they're doing their job, making the right read, hitting the hole, running very fast.
That's very true.
But with Juice out there, it just everything in the running game clicks.
Well, and they trust Juice. I mean, that's what you can tell is that they trust him because you saw earlier Mostert looking at it. Looking at him. Look at what Breida did on that last play. They're watching Juice. They trust him to make that block. Younger running backs, maybe that aren't used to having a fullback like that can do what he can do, would have been nervous about getting that guy kicked out, tried to bounce outside, or tried to find another hole, jump cut, and they didn't do that because they trust him. So that is what he adds to the offense as far as just a complete trust in the run game, and then all the athletic ability that he has, that he can do so much in the passing game. There really isn't anyone like him in the NFL that plays the fullback position, and without him, I don't think Kyle Shanahan's offense would be the same. We'd be looking at a completely different offense. This guy, I believe, is going to have an even extended role this year, and I'm excited for it. Can't wait to see what Juice does.
Agree with you there 100%. Let us know what you think of the film breakdown down below right now in that comment section. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are the Niners already doing all of this? Yeah, you just showed all the clips. They're already doing it. Or do they need to be doing this more? Because that's our point. Our point is they need to be squeezing every drop out of him on every snap. Utilize this guy more. Make this offense more dynamic, harder to stop. We want to hear from you, though. Let us know about it down there. And while you're down there, don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button, that notification bell as well. Let's have a conversation on this. It's a lot of fun.
I think we could see him a lot more, off the ball, down in line, near George Kittle, and running inside like he did in that Super Bowl and back out. I think that is something else he could do and add an extra element to the offense. Him out wide again in mismatches, especially once you start adding some of these other guys that are healthy back into the offense. Jalen Hurd, it's going to change everything. It's going to be so much fun. And you're right, Horse. I'm never going to stop mentioning Jalen Hurd until the season happens.
I love it.
He does. He does love it.
I told everyone I'm doubling down.
I mean, at this point, I think
Might
doubling.
As well, right?
Oh, I think doubling down is an understatement now. It's more like a quadruple, maybe I don't know what the word is for like 6 or 7 times.
I want the smoke. If he gets hurt, give me the smoke. I don't care.
He wants it, Horse. He wants it. And until next time, 49ers fans, you stay safe.
Remember the right way.
It's always the 49ers way.